Hello everybody and welcome. This is Adrian and thank you so much for joining me today. Let's start up a new campaign. Let's play some Crusader Kings II with the new expansion. It's called Reaper's Due. It's supposed to add a lot of stuff about the Black Death and some other things. So we're gonna do new campaign. Crusader Kings II spans almost 700 years. This is true, and we're gonna try in the earliest start date. I should let you know I'm not that good at this game. There's still much about this game that I do not understand, so you will have to bear with me. So who are we gonna play as? I've done a lot of thought into this, and I was kind of thinking about what campaign we should do. I think something kind of easy, but at the same time something kind of hard would be something to do. So what I've been thinking about doing is actually playing this guy here. This is the Sultanate of Africa, and we would be Sultan Umar of Africa. He's 34. And he's reigning in Tunis, and his religious head is Caliph al-Mansur because he himself is Sunni. And he is actually Bedouin, even though most of the culture here is actually Berber. There's some Egyptian here, some Nubian, Bedouin, Levantine, Arabic here. We got some Kurds and some Persians and stuff. So I love the historical accuracy of this game. They put a lot of work into it. Let's go ahead and play. It's normal difficulty. We got some vassals. We're kind of powerful, so it's kind of cool. We do control this. We are independent of the Abbasids. So, historically, after the rise of Islam in the 630s AD, all of this was controlled by, I think the first caliphate was the Rashidun Caliphate, and it actually fell to the Umayyads. The Umayyads used to own over all of this, and then came the Abbasids, actually. The Umayyads are still around. They're just weaker, and the Abbasids are still around, and they have a lot of territory themselves. So, let's go ahead and play as the Sultanate of Africa. Let's go ahead and click on play here. And so obviously we're going to play on Iron Man because I always play on Iron Man, but we're going to have some options here. So, Reaper's Due, major epidemics. So we could have the historical bubonic plague in 1345. We could have a dynamic one. We could have a delayed dynamic. I'm going to go for dynamic. So the bubonic plague will appear sometime in the first 200 years of the game. It might reappear actually a second time. So who knows? Let's see, minor epidemics. Yeah, we can do default. So there will be minor epidemics. Large outbreaks will be very rare, but they can happen. Sunset invasion, we're gonna go ahead and turn that off. No Aztec invasion. Mongol invasion, we can do it either random. So the earliest is 50 years into the game. We could have it off, or we could have historical. They will invade between the years of 1210 and 1218. I guess we'll go random. So random Mongol invasion, they might come on at any time. Shattered retreat. So this is like a more of a Europa Universalis IV feature. They used to have this feature. Shattered retreat. We could either, I guess we'll keep it off actually. This tends to make the game easier. That's right. Yeah, retreating armies will move into a neighboring county, and then you can immediately attack them once again. This makes the game easier. Usually war is easier. I mean, it sucks for you. It's good for other people, but you know, it sucks for other people and you as much. Anyway, we'll keep Shadow Retreat off. That's usually what it was way back in the old days. So defensive pacts, we'll go ahead and leave defensive pacts on. If you're threatening, people can band against you. Yeah. Gender equality, we'll leave that at default. Supernatural events, default. Digital assimilation, default. Culture conversion, default. Religious conversion, default. Adventurers, normal. You can have claimant and raiding adventurers. They'll appear as default. Raiding is historical, so only certain cultures and religions and stuff can do that. Interfaith marriages are restricted. Yeah, that's going to be restricted. That's what makes it Iron Man. Matrilineal marriages are allowed. Charlemagne story events, sure. Custom realms, sure. Vassal republics, restricted. I think that's usually how it is. Yeah, diplomatic range is on, to my knowledge. So you can only interact with people that are a certain amount around your realm. Rinse and revolts, regencies, defensive attrition. Yep, pagan reformation allowed. AI way of lives. AI seduction, we'll leave that on. Assassination, we'll leave that on, and AI intrigue, we'll leave that on. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's start up the game. Iron Man, Africa, sure. So, Crusader Kings II, like I said, I'm not very good at the game, and actually it is very, very complicated, so we're going to take this game pretty slow. It's almost kind of going to be like not a tutorial campaign for me, but I don't, you know, I don't play Crusader Kings 2 that often. I want to try and get back into it because it is a cool game. It's one of the best, grand strategy games ever. So, So, we are a Bedouin Sunni Ikta. The Ikta is our form of government. We are a Bedouin Sunni Sultan. So no cultural effects from being Bedouin. The Ikta system is like the feudal system. But the difference is that there's only one type of succession law, which is the chaotic open type, where the son with the most land inherits. So you have to be careful about how many sons you have. Nothing really too important here. Sunni Islam is by far the most widespread form of the religion of Islam. So here we are. We reign over all of that. So this is my territory. We have a lot of Casas Belize on people. So let's take a look here. We got some notifications in the top. We can go on a Hajj. We can recruit a court physician. We can create the Duchy of Tunis. I could get married. We should do that. Let's check out here. So we got some courtiers. Nobody really important, obviously, because men. She's 18 years old. And whose court is she in? The Sheikhdom of Asir. Okay. Alrighty. So we can have a wife here, Yasmin. Well, let's check out my stats, actually. So this is me, Sultan of Africa. I'm 34 years old. I have a 7, 7, 10, 1, 8. So I have terrible intrigue. This girl has really good intrigue. So I'm actually going to go ahead and marry her. And her name is Zerga. She's 16 years old. She doesn't like me very much. And she's actually Berber culture. So let's try and, I guess you would say, have better relationships with our subjects. Because actually, if I'm correct, we're Berber, or we're Bedouin, but all this is actually Berber. Let's see, my heir, who is my father, heir to the Sultanate of Africa. He's the commander of Africa as well. He's actually unmarried as well, so we should find him a spouse. And since he's Bedouin, I'm actually going to find him, let's see, 4, 10, 8, 1, 4. I think this girl right here, she's also Berber. Her name is Temzi. Well, we'll find him an heir in a second then. Alrighty. Okay, so let's pick an ambition. Let's see, I can become a paragon of virtue. See the realm prosper. Build a war chest or groom an heir. I will groom an heir, I think. Yeah. Fertility is increased by 20% with that. We should choose a character focus. So most of this is good except for intrigue. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go for seduction, so we can, you know, have a good time with our wife, who is soon to be our wife. So with the new Reaper's Due expansion, there's a thing called prosperity. Is that some counties, depending on how well you rule your realm, if there's no sieges, no battles, no disease, they'll actually prosper, and you'll get like increased taxes, increased levy, and things like that. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and just come to our capital of Tunis. This is our main holding. Make a lot of money, we make a lot of men from here, and we're actually going to go ahead and set our crown focus here. So set Tunis as a crown focus, and Tunis will likely will be more likely to prosper and may receive special events. Let's go ahead and do that. We have special minor titles, designated region of Africa, or court physician. Let's actually go ahead and go up to speed 4. We should find a court physician sometime in the future. I would like to do that, not right now per se, but I think sometimes soon. Okay, so this is my wife. Cool. She likes me a little bit. I am an infidel. She is actually Catholic. That's pretty cool. I wonder, can I convert to Catholicism? Because actually, if you take a look at the religions map mode, my core province of Tunis is actually Catholic. I would consider doing that, actually. That would be kind of cool. Convert to local religion, Catholic. You have to have at least 500 prestige, I think. And your capital must be Muslim. Convert to local religion, or all of the following must be true. Oh no, so you have to have 1,000 prestige, and then you can actually convert to Catholicism. That's pretty cool. I wonder if we should do that. Let's see. I do want to hire a court physician, so we will scour the realm for court physician. You've sent messengers in all directions. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get my father an heir, Temzi. She's 16 years old, and that'll sound good. We should do that. Okay, so let's check out how many troops do I have. Whoopsies, sorry. I have 2.6 thousand. Okay, it's pretty early in the game, so we're gonna have small troops, small domain sizes. Everybody seems to like me. Is there anybody that doesn't like me? This guy here, so his name is Wali Jibril of Tazor. He's my Wali. He's a vassal, and he wants a seat on the council. So let's take a look. I already have some pretty decent vassals that need to be on the council, so that's good. We'll go ahead and improve some relations with some people. Let's go ahead and have our Grand Vizier. He's going to do some diplomacy, obviously, that I just clicked. Let's train some troops here in our capital. Let's do collect taxes here in our capital. Let's do study technology. Usually in the Byzantine Empire is the best. I'm going to go for Thrace. We should study some technology over there. Should I proselytize? Yeah, I think we should actually. Let's see here. What's the chance of county religion converted or subject religion converted? 24%, 4%, or we get a heretic noble. We'll go for Mada first. Let's see. To the vile clown Umar, may your years be short and miserable. It's a former declaration of war. The King of Lombardy. This guy. Okay, so I just found a Mordecai ben Jeremias. Interesting. He's Ashkenazi. He's actually Jewish. He's a Jew. And he is a dutiful cleric. Okay, he's got some good learning. He's a mystic, so it makes him kind of weird. He's cynical, proud, and gluttonous, but he says that he can be my doctor. 31 ducats to him. Okay, alright, I guess we'll agree with that. So what's up here? Lombard Holy War for Tunis. Okay, so we've been declared upon by the Catholics in Lombardy. Let's go ahead and raise the army. And what does this guy have? He's got 2.81 thousand men. You know, it's weird because actually this early in the game, no one is really likely to have per se galleys so that to launch naval invasion. So I'm actually kind of curious if he can get to my territory. That'll be interesting to see. So, first off, if you won't notice, the performance actually of this game is quite a bit improved. So, what's also pretty cool is when you're fighting a holy war like we are now, you actually don't get any penalty for having raised levies. So that's nice. Let's see, arranged marriage, courtier kinsman. Sultan of Egypt wants to marry a courtier of mine. Okay. I don't think we get a we do not get an alliance from that, but that's okay. We don't really need it. In my opinion, ruled, the world will be a more chaotic but fun place. If I keep following the laws, the world will have less chaos, but it will also be fun. Let my rule begin, so it becomes arbitrary, or justice should prevail, so it becomes just. We'll go ahead and be just. A just ruler is nice. So we are an underhanded rogue, so we're good at diplomacy and fertility. We are content. Okay. Being an ambitious ruler is usually pretty good, but I guess a content ruler is not bad either. Kinsman and wants to marry my courtier, or kinsman, the Sultan of Egypt. Okay, that's fine. We are lustful, which is not exactly bad because, you know, we sometimes cheat. But I guess we'll do what we can. Let's see here. Your steward Jabril was killed by a mob of angry peasants while trying to collect taxes. Holy God, he died. Okay. Well, we need a new steward. Let's take a look at. We have some powerful vassals. We have a Wali, and then this guy is also Wali. So we'll go ahead and just put them on the council. And let's see here. Collect taxes. Ooh, actually, we've got a pretty bad chance. Well, research economic tech then. In that case, I guess you need a pretty good steward, huh? We need a designated regent. I will go ahead and make it my wife, because she does like me. Unless I cannot. Or my father. Yeah, having my father as a regent is actually not bad. Okay, while there are always those who moan and mutter about the need to continually better oneself and strive for improvement, you are quite content with the way things are. Gain 2 decadence. Ooh, that's not good. So we do have to deal with decadence because we are Muslim. We should do something about that probably. Let's go ahead and actually set auto-stop plots. We could go into Hajj, although we're at war right now, so we can't do it just this second. Okay, so our father is decadent. That's not good. Let's head on over here. I wonder if I can ask him to straighten up. He's a piety of at least 100, so I don't have enough piety to do that. So that's a shame, but okay. If you say so. I don't see the Lombard troops. Okay, I mean, I even think the King of Lombardy, he's only got 3,000. I've got 2,500. Not a huge deal. The Abbasids are busy with their own problems, so I don't think he's going to support me in any way. And let's see. Mayor Muzaffarhaddin worries that the people of my realm lack judgment. Sure, he can be my chief Qadi. It's fine. Bates smiles upon me. My wife Zerga is pregnant. Cool. I would like to, yeah, I really probably should. I should probably convert her somehow. Either that or I become Catholic. That would be interesting, although most of this is Sunni, so I would make enemies of most of the world. Then again, I could ally with Middle Francia and West Francia and the King of Lombardy. You know, Charlemagne's out there. Got some dangerous factions. Holy shit, 2,000 men to increase the power here. The Grand Vizier and my Spy Master, Mir Cyrenaica. Wow. So he's got a lot of troops, doesn't he? And he even likes me. They actually like me quite a bit, even though I am a foreigner. I have Berber subjects, but I am Bedouin myself, so it's a little weird sometimes. Although we are in a holy war. Oh wow, check this out. Wow, he sent his whole army over here. Okay. I could hire some mercs. Is it worth it? Probably. 8.46 per month monthly cost. I make 6.21, so I really don't lose that much money. We should go ahead and engage these Lombards. Let's go ahead and take a look at our commanders. I have a guy named Habib. He's a commander, and I'll give him command of. Actually, the left flank is fine. Let's check out. Let's see, pursuit. Ooh, these are good. These are good commanders actually. And then this guy's actually really good at flanking. Habib's good at flanking, so he should be on a flank. Let's check out anything else here. This guy's a hunter. He's good at pursuit. This guy's good at defense. So Bahir and Habib are good, and then there's my father, and he's just decent. So let's go ahead and engage the Lombards. I guess they marched all the way around freaking Africa, and they took some attrition as well, from what I can see. He's got 2,700, but he's only got 2,500 down here, so I guess we're gonna engage him and hopefully kill him. Whoa! My courtier, Temsi, has died of the dreaded plague. So I have an unmarried heir who is my father. Looks like there's not many adult women now for him to marry. There are some Berber women here. This woman here is 17, and she's pretty decent as a scholar. Actually, she's actually a fortune builder, and she is Berber. She is Sunni though, so I'll go ahead and maybe arrange a marriage between those two. So my father and a Berber woman who's a courtier will be married. That's good. I like that. Alright, so let's see how this goes here. We're doing shield wall, some skirmish stuff here. Looks like the Lombards should take quite a bit of damage. We just have a daughter. Not a son, though. Are they twins? Cool, I got twins. Twin girls. My court physician, Mordecai, is worried about my newborn daughter. Here's a feeble little thing, even compared to other infants. Mordecai says she might not live to see her first birthday. Yeah, try and treat her, I suppose. Do what you can. Okay, so we've engaged the Lombards. Looks like we lost about 1,000 men. They lost only 310. We captured a mayor of Firenze. Wow, the mayor of Florence and the count of Verona. Holy shit, okay, you say so. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy this army. It seems that whatever treatment Mordecai administered worked. She's now better. Allah be praised. She's lost the trait sickly. That's good. So I guess there's some sort of siege going on. These guys lost 208 men, and we're just gonna keep chasing them, see how we can do. If we can stack wipe that, hopefully. Okay. Pretty cool stuff. You're just gonna keep bouncing back and forth, I think. Because I do want to end this war. You know, that would be that'd be helpful to not be paying these mercs. You know. In fact, we could probably disband them now. Don't think it's gonna be needed anymore. There you go. That's the end of those guys. Let's go ahead and dismiss these mercs, and we still have the levies. Defending against infidels, so we don't really have any problems with, you know, opinion and things like that. We still own all the territory that I need. Let's see here. Do I have claims? So I have a strong claim on the Malzuzi Emirate, which is this guy. So we'll be attacking this guy eventually. He is, he's actually a body. So he's a body. Okay, so right there. So attacking this is actually not going to cause me any problems with any of my neighboring Sunnis. These guys are all Sunni. There's a lot of Zoroastrians over here. One day we'll do like a Zoroastrian game or something. Looks like West Francia does belong to King Carl of West Francia. Really, King Carl. Pepin Carling. Is that Charlemagne? I don't know if that is or not. I'd have to check. My court physician Mordecai suggested that I buy him some exotic herbs. 23 gold. Sure. I could shut the gates. So I can take a look here at this epidemic map mode. And so this will show you epidemics that are going on in the world. We have an epidemic of measles in Spain. We have an epidemic of consumption, which is also, I believe, called typhoid fever here in Egypt. And we have measles in the Middle East. So I can shut my gates because if it gets kind of close to my borders, you know, we don't want to be infected. But consumption is It's a little less worrying to me than the Black Death. Oh god. So the supplies I gave my my court physician are totally useless. Okay, so I guess my court physician Mordecai was able to treat my father, and I'll praise him at court. It's good stuff. All right, so it looks like consumption has advanced into my realm. And what I can actually do here is if you come down here, you can actually build a hospital in your realm to kind of like ward off against diseases and stuff. So that's kind of cool. We're getting ticking war score. We're going to be at 100 war score pretty soon. The King of Lombardy should be out of troops and, you know, without any men, he's not going to be able to win any war. Looks like here my Grand Vizier and my Spy Master are mobilizing against me. Because they want... some better council permissions, I think, anyway. I think that's what's going on. So, we're making some decent money, actually, with these levies raised, too. I guess I could... Enforced demands are totally beaten. Enforced demands, what happens to me? He pays me, damn, 1,000 ducats. He loses his piety and prestige, and I gain piety, prestige, and decadence. Good stuff, good stuff. Important decisions are available. I can shut the gates. I can go on a Hajj. Let's do that. Let's go on a Hajj. We will go on a Hajj to Mecca. All are equal before God. Amir Azim of the Azimuddin Emirate used a favor on Wali Isa Asalani to join them in all their factions. So now I have more than a couple factions. We actually have some independence factions now. That's not good. Let's see. My marshal would come along. Okay, yeah, we're going to have some problems. Independence is not going to be good. You say passes on a ship, but the crew is soon exposed as less than honorable. The captain is overheard discussing how he and the men might sell pilgrims, including you, into slavery. Mutiny. We could be wounded. Together with the other pilgrims, you turn against the crew, and a fierce struggle ensues. The battle ends with your blade running through the treacherous captain's gut. The ship is under your command. Set sail for Mecca. Cool. Alhamdulillah. Okay, looks like I inherited an Emirate of Kabylia. Sweet. My domain is too big now. I have too many cities and such. I think this was one of the guys who was actually plotting against me, so that's good. So he died. Huh, thank gosh. I have a Bedouin Sadiq, Mayor of Monastir. I want to make him a Grand Vizier. He's got amazing diplomatic skill. Wow. Sweet. That's perfect. I like that. Do we have a better steward? We do. We have a vassal, not a powerful vassal, but we have a vassal. These guys are powerful vassals. They actually very much dislike me. Mayor of Skilled of Berbers. They're actually both Berbers as well. Interesting. Interesting to consider. So my domain is too big, so I have a lot of sheikdoms. That's what's going on. Okay, well, I'll give my father some land, I think. What? 3 votes no, 3 votes against? Oh, come on. No way, man. Damn, alright, I guess we're gonna hang on to this territory for a little while, because I can't give it to anybody. I will listen to the old man that must speak. Oh Allah, I seek your protection from anxiety and grief. Awesome. Going on the Hajj. As we arrive in Mecca, we got the big stone. I'm humbled. While performing voodoo before the night's prayer, a fellow pilgrim points out impurity in the water. Cleanliness is half of faith. Oh, that's right, the Kaaba, that's what it's called. And performing the Tawaf, we will shout at every circuit. And I understand now more than ever. And I was caught in a terrible sandstorm. Spent the night in prayer. Sweet. We should invade this guy soon. Holy Wolf of Tripolitania. I have a new heir. Cool. I have a son. Now I can give him some land. I can give my son some land. That would be good. Sheikhdom of Annaba. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and give him some stuff, you know? I will give him one more county. So I actually have a lot of counties to myself. Now the council's kind of pissed off. Oh dear. It's considered an act of tyranny, so I should try and do this. Okay, so my father will support me in this decision because he dare not refuses. Okay, I've returned home. Hell yeah, you're gonna support me in the council. I will owe him a favor, but that's okay. Yeah, so I'll give all this to my son, I think. My son is powerful. And I have a large domain of myself. I have about 2,000 troops to myself, so I have more money than my vassals and such. Let's see, why does this guy hate me? He wants to see in the castle. I'm a foreigner, and he desires the Emirate of Kabylia. And my son owns Sheikh of Annaba, Constantine, and Tel Atlas. Constantine, Annaba, Tel Atlas. And this is, that's right, this is within the de jure Emirate of Kabylia. So I will give that to my son as well. Yeah, so my son is gonna freaking love me, man. My son's gonna love me. And actually, I think I accidentally gave him one more title as well. That's okay, though. Let's take a look at Sultanate of Africa. We can create the Duchy of Tunis. I could be a Duke of Tunis. That'd be kind of cool. In fact, what is the historical Sultan of Africa? It's actually all of this, so I do have some to conquer, don't I? Cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think about Crusader Kings II, and I will see you guys in the next episode.